In this automation, we use an AI agent to use AI in the automation. The AI agent is one of the ways of doing that, putting AI into an automation. There are others, but in this video I want to just go over the AI agent in a little bit more detail, just to tell you roughly how it works, because we will be using it in the rest of the course. So let's create a workflow, and I'm going to call it AI agent, and we're going to add, well, we'll add an AI agent without a trigger and see what happens. So let's close that. And you can see that when we added the AI agent, it added a trigger called when chat message received. And this particular node is a trigger node used to start a workflow whenever a user sends a message to an AI chat interface, because the AI agent needs input. And if we open it, you can see that the very first thing here is source for prompt, and it's got connected to chat trigger. So any message coming in from this chat trigger is going to be passed to the AI agent, and the AI agent is going to act on that. That's going to be the message for the AI bot. Now you can see down below, instead of execute workflow, we've got open chat. And if we were to click on that, we get this little message box down here where we can type in the prompt, tell me a joke. And then when we click on the arrow, it's going to send that message to the AI agent. Now there isn't any AI attached to it yet, so let's attach an alarmer. I want alarmer chat model, and we will choose the E2B, which is the smaller of the AI models, and we can connect that to our AI agent, and now that has AI attached to this. Now up here it says source for the prompt is the connected chat trigger, so whatever we type into this chat trigger will be what the AI agent uses. So if I click open chat and tell me a joke and then click on the go button, this should now work. And down in the logs now we have the triggering of the chat message here, and then we have the AI agent, and if we click down on alarmer we can see what alarmer has actually come up with. So here's the thinking process. We scroll to the end, and why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Again, we've seen that one before. So that is sending the message or the prompt into the AI agent. But as we've seen, we don't have to use that. If we use a normal trigger and we connect it, then that isn't sending any parameters into the AI agent. And so in that case, we need to use a different source for the prompt, because we don't have that chat trigger. We need to define it below. And you can type in your prompt down here. If you want to open the prompt into a bigger window so you've got more space to think, you can open that. But if you've got nodes in between that trigger and the AI agent that are passing information along, then you can use the information that's being passed along as the prompt for the AI agent, or at least you can use it in the prompt for the AI agent. And to give you a very quick example, if we delete this trigger, I'm going to put in an on form submission and tell us what you want, and then we'll add a form item, call it prompt, and use it as text area. Okay, so if we connect that up now and we were to run that, we can type some text in. Let's go to the AI agent. Now the way we would use that is we would define below and we would drag in the field from that form. Let's run the form, and I'm going to say tell me a joke, and we'll submit it, and the node was executed successfully. Let's go in and we'll just pin that so that that response is always, until we unpin it, is always going to be tell me a joke. Let's go into the AI agent now, and you can see the on form submission, we've now got this prompt. So if I drag that prompt into, well, first off, you select define below, not obviously connected chat trigger, and then drag that prompt into the message box. And let's close that. I'm going to unpin this, so it will ask us for a new bit of information. Let's run it. And we'll put something like write 200 words on N8N and submit. So that's been submitted. The AI agent is now working. If we open it, we can see the input and the output hopefully will load. In fact, let's close that and we'll open the logs instead. It can be a little bit easier to follow. So we're down on the Llama chat mode. And this now has completed successfully. You can see the input, write 200 words on N8N, and then the thinking process. And then we have the 200 words down here on N8N. Now the nice thing about this prompt box is that you can type in whatever you want. So what we could say here is, can you write 2 sentences on, and then the prompt. So let's have a look at that. Let's run that and we'll execute it. And I'm going to give it a topic. Let's say border collies. Click submit and let it run. I'm going to come down here and click on the logs for the Llama chat model. And here's the input. Can you write 2 sentences on border collies? So from that prompt in here, you see it took can you write 2 sentences from, and then it filled in this placeholder with the topic, which was border collies. So let's come down here, and then it's thinking about it, and then at the bottom we should have our generation. So here we go. There's our 2 sentences on border collies. So what you pass into an AI agent can be used in this prompt box, and you can create super prompts, very, very big prompts, using data that's passed in as well as your thoughts at the time of writing the prompts. And we'll make use of this as we continue in this course.